Hello, my name's Pam. Interesting story to tell you. Well, I'm Pam. I'm 68, I think, but I always have to work that out because it's never been relevant, and now it's more irrelevant than ever before. And now I find myself in the strangest place of all. I'm actually dying.
Pam was initially quite apprehensive and worried about dying, even frightened, but during her stay we put her at ease.
When this started to happen to me, because it starts in stages, it doesn't suddenly hit you one morning that you're dying, it comes in a gentle flow, the realisation. And I thought, what can I do with it to turn it around? And I thought, it's the last lesson I can show my family. It's the last thing I can teach my son and my grandson. I wanted to teach them how to die well. The doctor came and he said, well, basically what we're looking at is you need a new engine, and we haven't got many. I said, I know that. They come to the end of the medicine cabinet. It was empty. Nothing left. Not even that odd little paracetamol you find floating in the back of the shelf. Nothing left in there. I'd had them all. So when the hospital had closed that door once and for all and said, you're on your own, I'm afraid, go out into the world. That's what it felt like. Dick Whittington with his little bag of no hope. Then I started shouting at the universe like you do. Why? Why me? What? So then twist that round a little bit and say, why not me? Why am I special? And have you got an answer, really, at the end? You don't have, because basically we're all the same human beings with the same needs. I can't be going anywhere yet. I've got half a book to finish here that I really need to know the ending. I really want to go back to how it was at home before this. Go back to my old life, because I'll tell you what, I'd do it differently. Because I spent a lot of it in a box, really, not loosening up and enjoying what I'd got. Lovely ice cold water for your lovely skin. This is the most beautiful thing you could wish for. Ice cold jug of water. Because I'm not an expert, but I believe something happens to you. Juices in your mouth, they're all dried and gone. Is it still cold?
It is.
Tell me how. That's life affirming, because it's from the earth, from the very earth we walk on. And even sometimes when you think, I can't go on this afternoon, I've really had it now. You take a small glass of water this size and it refreshes all of you.
Pam was so appreciative every day. As soon as you walked through the door, she'd always got a smile on her face, despite what she was going through. When it came to the end, Pam just wanted everything how she wanted it to be.
Before I came into hospital, before here, I was wound up about sugar. Well, I was reading every label, and the fruit juice labels, you might just as well pour sugar into your mouth. Then I stopped having me daily fruit juice. And then I went into hospital and said, do you realise you are badly malnourished because you've deprived yourself of so many good things in your diet? Full fat yoghurt, who knew? Half a crunchy Where's the other half going to go? Of course you're going to eat it. 5 jelly babies. Now you're being silly. How can you have 5 jelly babies? The whole bag or nothing. But looking back, I thought, I've not had these lovely things half of my adult life because I've been afraid that sugar was going to get me. Big deal. Sugar didn't get me. I just did what I thought was right from all the medical research and all the advice we're given, and just didn't eat things I loved, like M&Ms, or envelopes and letters, which is lovely. In this day of emails, isn't it nice to get a real letter? Somebody's taken the time to go and sit and write to you. I've discovered marmons at this time of life. What flavour's that? Strawberry. Oh, my favourite of all. You are looking after you now. What do you want to do? What are the things that are nice, that you love? I've just opened the most enormous bar of Lindt hazelnut chocolate. Oh, and it's in the fridge across the way. What's to stop you now enjoying all those things that you said no to? And have a think, why did you say no? And it's generally because you wanted to please somebody else. But stop that now. You haven't got a worry in the world now. Somebody had a brainwave the other day. A lovely boy here, Mark, had set me up a video screen with the seaside, the waves rolling on it.
I'm Mark, the maintenance manager, and according to Pam, I've got a really kind face. I sometimes say I'm just a maintenance man, but nobody's just a maintenance man. When you work in care, you don't just have one job, we all muck in with everything. Pam's dying wish was to see the sea, so I set up a computer screen at the end of her bed so she had the waves crashing in. Apparently you don't pick your favourites, but sometimes they pick you.
And of course, the other liberating thing, apart from being able to eat absolutely anything you want, you can say absolutely anything you want, because what are they going to do? Sue you?
Sometimes we have to be a fixer. We have to help the person to put things to bed before they say goodbye.
I've had great joy in sending 2 or 3 texts to people who really peed me off.
Pam wanted to make the most of her life. She wasn't one to feel sorry for herself. And even though Pam knew that she was dying, we was laughing together every day.
I wasn't in any position to say any of this a few weeks ago before I became this ill. I'm living probably for the first time ever, because I didn't go out dancing, I didn't go to all the parties. I got my nails done the first time in my life. I've never had them done before. Why not spoil yourself? Who's going to do it if you don't?
To get somebody's end of life care just right is the final gift that we can give to somebody.
We need to show people that their last day is as important as the first.
The feeling I've got now of everything's fine. In hospital, it's always you're on edge a little bit when you see the doctor come or the nurse come, and they talk about sinister things that they're going to do. They use these words I've never heard. But when I came here, I was the number one, because everybody instantly became my friend, and they were like my mates, all of them.
No right way, no wrong way, just Pam's way, what Pam wants.
In hospital, it was looking after, did the duty, and some of them were very, very kind people, but nothing to compare to coming here. There's a dog, there's budgies, there's free-range hens. It was just what I had wanted. Each person I met was just so warm and friendly. I remember saying to them right at the beginning, there's some marvellous equipment they've got, the hoist in the ceiling that takes me straight from here into the bathroom without any struggle. You've got wonderful, wonderful equipment, but the most important equipment you're ever going to have in this job are your face and your hands. Because your face, as soon as I see it, can make me feel really safe and warm. and your hands can transfer gentleness and lovingness. I really need to say to everybody, and I mean everybody, the cleaners, all the people who smiled at me, what a wonderful, fantastic job you've done just for me. So I know if you've done it for me, you've done it for all the 50 other people. And that takes a lot of doing. I've seen you with tears of exhaustion and frustration sometimes. You've pulled each other through.
We are teammates, but we are one family.
The best thing that I take from that experience is that I was so ill and lying here, and suddenly one of my favourite girls came in, and then she just put herself at the side of me on the bed. She just lay by the side of me and started to stroke my head and talk very, very gently and slowly, just saying, it's all right, I'm here and I'm not going to leave you. I'll never, ever, ever forget your acts of sheer kindness and love. If you get a chance to give somebody that bit of a comfort in your lifetime, then do it, because it meant the world to me.
We make sure that nobody dies alone. We stay with them until the very end.
So where am I at now then? That's a very, very difficult question, because I've stopped navel gazing. There's no point. Why are we embarrassed about dying when it's this easy? When it's just this thing that happens. It's going to happen to you, to every single person on the earth, the tiniest baby, the most well-behaved person, all the nuns, all the prisoners, everybody is going to go through it. We're no exception. So while you're not going through it, just be happy and enjoy that little bit that says, yay, I'm alive today. I'm going to eat that bar of Lindt chocolate to myself if I have to, and get it all over this lovely white cover. But I shall enjoy it and relish it, because I've never done that. Don't have any inhibitions whatsoever. Why would you? You are in charge of your life. Make it good. Enjoy every precious moment. You've got the chance to write your own ending, so do it carefully. Ask for what you want. I believe if you ask anybody, they're going to help you. We don't give them a chance, so now's the time. Start giving them a chance to give back to you. You're helping them to feel that they've done something worthwhile. Don't deny anybody that.
You've only got one chance to get this right, so make sure you get this right.
It's not about death. It's about end of life.
So I'll see you all later, and mine's a nice cold pina colada, please.